My name is Pamela Smith. I'm the Carers Development Officer in South Eastern Trust. We work to support unpaid carers, family carers and staff who care for someone. The Care Support Service is an information and signposting service. We offer guidance and support to any unpaid carer working or living within the Trust. A lot of carers don't see themselves as a carer and don't really see that they are carrying out a caring role. It's important for carers to be aware of the supports out there to help them to continue to care. Also supports that remind them to take care of themselves.
My name's Shauna Flynn. I am the Equality Officer for the South Eastern Trust. The South Eastern Trust understands how challenging it is for carers on a day-to-day basis. Therefore, we want to support our carers as much as possible to do the best job that they can do. Our people plan encompasses a pledge to our staff at South Eastern Trust. There are 5 people priorities: belonging, leading, empowering, growing, and staff wellbeing. The Trust realises that staff networks are a really important part of the people plan. Therefore, we have 3 staff networks. We have the Multicultural Forum, we have our Staff with Disabilities Forum, and now we have our Staff Carers Network. The Staff Carers Forum is a safe space for staff who are carers to come together and talk about their experiences, challenges, and any learning that they have in the Trust. It's also a really good place for carers to come and get information on how the Trust supports our carers. Staff from the networks, they have the opportunity to be part of an inclusion panel, and being part of the inclusion panel means that you get to see Trust policies and procedures that affect staff before they're approved and implemented. Therefore, you get the chance to change policy or procedure. It's important for people to have their say because we want you to feel part of our policies and procedures because they affect you, and we want to support you to do the best job that you can within the Trust.
My name's Celery Blakely and I work with the district nursing team. I look after my son Sam. Sam has ADHD and autism. It was really hard when he was young trying to have a life for himself. We just learned to work around with Sam in his own way and his own time and how he likes things and the way he likes things done. But this last year, my father then ended up, he had a mini stroke, so I'm sort of caring for him as well. But my bosses in work have all been fantastic, and the colleagues and my friends in work. But sometimes you just need in life something for you, and my work's me, and I love my work. It makes me feel happy that I can talk about Sam, and it just means you get the weights lifted off your shoulder when you can open up.
My name is Donna Degen. I am a social worker within the South Eastern Trust. 3 years ago on Friday, my dad passed away very suddenly. Up until then, he'd been my mum's full-time carer. Just before Dad took ill, she'd been diagnosed with dementia and Alzheimer's disease. Since then, I just overtook the role as her full-time carer. Initially for me, I was terrified. I didn't know what I was going to do. One of the biggest helps to me has been the really incredibly supportive and good care package that I'd received from the Trust. We were lucky enough to receive a level 1 care package. In those early days, those carers were an absolute lifeline to me. I didn't know how I was going to manage, how we were going to cope. I knew someone was always going to be there, somebody was coming in. They had time for me and they were able to support me as well. The first challenge I faced was, can I return to work? My line manager was very clear that she felt that I could. She was very empathetic towards me because she had supported her mum through a similar journey, and she was able to advise me and support me as to the best way to access services and supports. The flexible approach not only of my line manager but of the whole senior management group within children's safeguarding and social work were very, very supportive to me. They were open to the way that I was working in terms of maybe if I needed to take a few hours off in the afternoon, they knew that I would make those up in the evening when I was able to do that. It's actually meant the world to me. I don't know what I would do without my job. I love my job as a social worker. I've invested a huge amount of time and effort, not only in my training, but in my development as a practitioner in my own career.
My name's Elaine Somerville and I am the Assistant Director of Social Work and Social Care, Learning Improvement and Regulation. I am a single parent of a young boy who's coming 18 in July, I can't believe it. Chris has a diagnosis of autism and a severe learning disability, and I have worked all of Chris's life in South Eastern Trust, and I've continued to work throughout those 18 years because I've been supported by the Trust. You don't know what that means to a carer. Actually, the attitude of all line managers is so important. Our Trust has a Quality for All strategy. They also have a people plan, and it's really about South Eastern Trust is a good place to work and a good place to live. And I absolutely echo that. We are encouraged as line managers to listen to our staff teams, to make them feel valued, to hear what they have to say, and that's about working with them with their own personal circumstances. Yes, we've services to run, but it is about having a review of can you meet the needs of staff within the service you have to provide.
The Trust understands how important it is to support our carers. Therefore, we have in place Carers Leave. Carers Leave is paid leave because the Trust understand that we need to support our carers through difficult and stressful situations. One of the supports the Trust has in place is our Live Well website. You can access yoga classes, health and wellbeing advice, as well as monthly challenges such as our plank challenge and our squats challenge. It's important to us that you have your say and that we're providing you support in the way that you need it.
Carers have told us that understanding helps, understanding their situation, giving them a wee bit of time and patience, and being flexible with them, and having a wee bit of empathy, particularly when they're trying to balance their working and caring life. When you register with ourselves, we will send you out a little carer ID card, really as a reassurance for you as a carer. They also are very useful for certain attractions where you would get reduced or free entrance. Care Support has established a carer counselling service that consists of up to 6 counselling sessions by phone.
I don't think without my line management support I would have had the confidence to ask for the help and support. I don't know what I would have done without my work.
As a carer, you can feel so guilty that at times you need that additional support. It's important for each line manager to listen and listen carefully and try to understand the needs of the member of staff.
It's just been a pleasure to look after Sam. It's rewarding for me, but I think just getting that other side of life has helped me through it. It means a lot to me that my manager understands. You know me, I just really appreciate my managers where I work. They're great.
Managers should get to know their staff and get to know their staff who are carers in order to learn what they need to do their job the best that they can.
If you would like to register as a carer with the Trust, just contact the Carer Support Service. You can find our details on the Trust website and we can give you further advice and guidance.